Welcome to the Lease Lowdown. Today we have the Audi A1, one of Audi's smallest and most affordable vehicles. But does that mean that they compromise on style, design, practicality, or maybe even performance? Let's find out. The A1 isn't a bad looking car with its sleek curves and smart body. Audi have managed to appeal to a wide market with a design that's not too cute for a manly man, but not too aggressive for a womanly woman. Two cup holders beneath the centre console, enough room in your doors for the everyday essentials, and a missing piece of plastic for the rear passengers. And what about boot space? The A1 is far from fantastic, but then again it's not really a car designed for massive spaces. I can't actually even fit my bag of golf clubs in the back, which is a real shame, but you can always fold down the rear seats for some extra space. Unfortunately, it's a similar story in the back of the car with limited headroom and leg space. But you should be able to get away with short journeys without too many complaints. This car comes with quite a few different engines. You can get a 1 litre petrol, a 1.4 litre petrol, 1.6 litre diesel, which is actually the one that I'm driving at the moment. This 1.6 diesel has 116 brake horsepower, which means a 0 to 60 time of 9.4 seconds, and it's meant to return 76 miles per gallon. Now, depending on how you drive, that's obviously going to vary. I haven't been driving too erratically, and I've been achieving 54.6 miles per gallon. I'm actually very impressed with the 1.6 litre diesel performance. It's no R8, but it takes off quicker than you'd expect. There is some turbo lag as you move up the gears, but what about the handling? The steering on this A1 is so impressively light, and you're reminded of that round every single bend and corner. Put the acceleration and handling together and it makes for a fun little drive, which no doubt will leave you with a smile on your face, both on the road and at the petrol station, with a cost of just £40 to fill the 45 litre tank. For a small car, it's very comfortable indeed when you're the driver or the front passenger. Obviously, if you're in the back and there's half the headroom that you'd expect, it's not the best situation to be in. But ultimately it's a smooth ride when going over bumps, driving around roundabouts, or cruising on the motorway, for example, and these cushiony seats really provide a lot of support. Moving on, the A1 does come with some nice standard features like this pop-up monitor and DAB radio, for example. Whilst the quality of the screen itself isn't the best, which I've found a few people complaining about, does a few pixels here and there really matter that much? And then there's this handy digital display. It can show you an array of things just at a glance, like the speed that you're doing, the miles per gallon that you're achieving, or the radio station that you're listening to, whatever you prefer. You can control the display using this swish leather multifunctional steering wheel, which feels great in your hands. And now let's talk about some of the negatives. Changing gears in the A1 isn't the most pleasant thing in the world. The gears are actually quite stiff, and for me it's just a bit of a letdown, especially considering this is an Audi, one of the leaders of the everyday market today. In addition to the rough gears, the layout of the cockpit in this car is just a bit dated in my opinion. I'm someone who likes my gadgets and technology, and I just think that this centre console in particular lacks that extra bit of excitement. It's very plain and simple, and it's just not my cup of tea. I may be getting a bit picky here, but another thing that I'm not too keen on with the A1 is the absence of a central armrest. It may not seem like such a big deal, but when it comes to long journeys it can be a bit annoying, and you don't really know what to do with your arm. Finally, how much does the A1 actually cost? You're obviously watching the Lease Lowdown, so in terms of car leasing you can pick up this model, the 1.6 turbo diesel, for between £150 and £250 a month. Now you may think that that price is a bit steep, especially if you compare the A1 to something like a Ford Fiesta or a Polo, for example, which have much more reasonable prices, but ultimately you will be paying a price for the badge and of course the kudos that comes with it. In conclusion then, the A1 is a good little runaround. It's nimble, economical and stylish. Whilst it lacks in space and, on the whole, you'd expect a bit more for the price you pay. On this occasion, I'm afraid the German manufacturer has fallen slightly below expectation. If you agree, then let us know by hitting the like button. For our in-depth Audi A1 review and to take a look at more of our content or submit a query, please visit our website LeaseLowdown.co.uk. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.